what brought you to the urgent care?
Now, I know that looked like a lot, but I promise you I'm good. It was enough, though, to make me stop and really pay attention and listen to my body. So for week 9 on Zepbound, I am fixing my digestion, and that starts with fiber. Put the lid on it and let it do what she gonna do. I'm cooking this on a 4, and I'm gonna vent that pot because I know how these greens will do. They will go to boiling and boil it over. There you have it. 5 cups of collard greens ready for the freezer. KendyK cooks and meal preps all day. Don't forget to like, leave me a comment, and subscribe to my channel. 1 cup of cooked collards has a whopping 4 to 8 grams of fiber. This is the life of a busy content creator on a GLP-1 weight loss journey. This is week 9, and this is what we're eating. What we're eating, yes, me and my mama. Everybody else is grown, and they can fend for themselves, if you know what I mean. Y'all, so we've got some homemade spaghetti sauce with some help from our friends at Rouse. And I only used 8 ounces, so 1 cup of spaghetti noodles. And then I swapped out the rest of the spaghetti noodles in this just, homemade spaghetti recipe. Swapped out the other noodles, which are laden with carbs, and swapped in spaghetti squash. So I will include, and so this is what's left of the second half of the spaghetti squash. And friends, it just literally, as you can see, once it is roasted in the oven, it just comes out just like that, just like spaghetti. And I've learned, though, that when you're getting ready for the leftovers, just leave it and use it, get your serving of spaghetti squash, mix it in with the spaghetti, and there you go. That is a meal prepped, batch cooking on a weight loss journey. I'm on Zepbound, week 9. Thank you for watching. Yes, 50 and fabulous. So this is a year of fabulous. Now I might get some of those colors because I need that fiber. I need that roughage, right?
It's good. And my dad tells me, because I just learned how to make, so we've been doing these cook-alongs because I feel like my parents are getting old. I'm like, I gotta learn how to
Well, honey, I got playlists on everything.
So
how to
taught
cook.
me how to make his greens.
And I got collards too.
And he says they don't have to soak as long compared to ones he gets at the regular store. So if they're soaker, because they're hydroponically grown, you may not have to soak.
Okay, well, I'm gonna definitely get, I don't need a lot of colors, but. The micro market is a neighborhood micro market located at the greenhouse in the Highlander neighborhood. The micro market features small businesses and local growers growing hydroponically. Oh, they got sweet potatoes. Okay, I'm gonna get my mommy some sweet potatoes. So I've got 1 bunch of hydroponic collards, and I've already cut off the big stems, and just wanted to show you that they are nice, healthy collards. I bought 1 bunch of these yesterday from my local farmer's market grocery store where they do all hydroponics. Everything is hydroponics. So they're going to be a little bit smaller than collards you might get from the collards patch because they're hydroponic. But that's most vegetables that you grow hydroponically are typically smaller than those grown in the ground. Okay. Anytime you grow in a pot or something like that, you're going to get a smaller size, but that doesn't mean it's any less good. And these seem to be a little more tender. So I'm going to go ahead and cut these up, soak them in some hot water, make sure we kill any bugs that are in them, get out all the dirt and debris, and cook these collard greens. This is more than enough for me for the week. One bunch on my Zepbound weight loss week 9 journey. And over here in my pot, I've got some seasonings going in water. And I have one piece of, I believe this is smoked neck bone, just fished it out of the freezer. Any meat will do. If you don't like pork, then get smoked turkey. Just get yourself some seasoning meat for flavor, for full flavor in these collard greens. And I am just going to let that meat cook. It was frozen, so I'm going to let that one piece of meat just cook all the way down until it is fork tender, soft, and then the water will be at a boil, and that's when I'm going to put my collard greens in.
I've just got some fresh bell peppers in all colors. They look so vibrant in the grocery store. But to make sure that I get my money's worth, I'm going ahead and dicing these up and popping them into the freezer for the use as I need them. I'm trying the Rayo's sauce. And y'all, it's now my go-to because of the low sugar content.
Yes, bell peppers are considered a good source of dietary fiber, which helps promote digestion, feeling full, and having healthy blood sugars.
Rayo's marinara sauce is my go-to when I'm making homemade spaghetti because of the low sugar content in this sauce. It is so authentic with an Italian taste and just tastes fresh from a jar. Who would have ever thought that I could make homemade spaghetti that is lower in carbs, low in sugar, thanks to the Rayo's marinara sauce, and thanks to swapping out most of the spaghetti noodles for spaghetti squash. Winner, winner, spaghetti dinner made with spaghetti squash. And I even popped in an extra serving of carrots because my mommy loves carrots. And they're in the sauce, so nobody will taste the difference.
So this is the spaghetti squash. It's already been roasted, and I just used a fork, and it just comes out like strings of spaghetti. And I'm going to add that with our leftover spaghetti. And y'all, I even added about a cup of carrots because mommy loves carrots. So way to get our carrots in, and we need the fiber in our diet for good digestion.
After 9 weeks on my Zepbound weight loss journey, I'm learning that fiber has to be an essential component in every day of my weight loss journey. Pushing fiber and pushing high protein in every meal. Thank you for rocking and riding with me in these YouTube streets. If you're not a subscriber, consider subscribing, and I'll see you on the next vlog.
Hey, hear what I say? Let me tell you about KendyK. Everybody, lend me an ear so I can tell y'all about